All right, guys, top of the morning. Happy June. Is it June 30th already? Wait, 4th of July is this? Yeah, sorry. 4th of July is this week. So you guys, it's going to be a short week for a lot of us. You guys are going to go have some fun, go in the sun, go on the boat, have a drink, have a couple too many drinks. You know what it's like, you guys. This is going to be for everybody. So I don't know about my backyard and not go anywhere, barbecue here and not do anything. And so that's my plan. So I see some faces on here that I haven't seen in a minute. And I want to say, good morning, Sapal. How'd you know I was going to say, how did you know I was talking to you? Good to see you. How you been? Just give me a thumbs up if it's hard to find that mute button. And Ilona, how the heck you doing, my sister?
Hey guys, doing great. Nice to see everybody. It's
Well,
been
it's
so
good
long.
to see you. It's good to see you. Happy summer season. Happy summer season. So welcome everybody. We're going to go ahead and get rolling as always. And I'm going to have somebody bring us out on the field on this amazing, on this. Oh my gosh, she's so big, Ilona. Oh my God. Silas just turns, look, you're not a baby anymore. Oh my goodness. She is so big. It's crazy. Anyways, that's what's cool about us all spending this many years together. We get to see our children grow and get big and lose teeth and get new teeth. And so really excited about this Monday. So let's go ahead and kick this thing off. I'm going to go around the room. I'm going to pick somebody to bring us out on the field. And that person, well, she's driving, so I can't have her bring us out on the field. And I'm not going to have somebody bring us out on the field that their camera is not on. Do yourself some justice. Be here, be in the moment, have your camera on. So that person is going to be Ashley. Ashley, you always come with the fire. You always come with the heat. So I'm going to baby bounce this one to you and do your thing. Bring everybody out on the field on this amazing, amazing Monday morning. Let's roll.
Good morning. So yesterday I went to the gym for the first time in I don't know how long. Today I got on my Peloton and I just want to remind everyone it is never too late to have a new day one. So if yesterday did not hit the mark, today is a new day. Start it off how you want to start it off and create the life you want to live.
Oh, you muted yourself on accident. You were just right in
Oh,
flow.
I said if yesterday was not the day you wanted and you didn't hit the mark, today's a new day. Create the day you want and create the life you want to live.
Write that down. I love that. Absolutely love that. You guys, I'm not on that same vein. You know, I've been exercising for many, many years, got my injury, had to take some time off, and now I am back at it, hired a fitness coach. You guys, it's crazy how much you actually realize when you start tracking every single thing that you eat. First off, it's really, really hard, right? But how many of you raise your hand if you're a snacker during the day? You just like to snack, maybe a little bit, and God forbid you went to Costco on the weekend and you're working from home. That is the worst. Talk about the worst temptation. It is working from home when you've just gone to Costco. And if you have a large family, we're not spending $250 at Costco. We're spending $700 on a Costco run to feed a whole giant household of people. And so the things that happen when you're working from home, oh, I'll get this snack, I'll get this snack. When you actually start tracking it and you give yourself a target, my target every day is 2,400 calories. When you give yourself a target every single day, like you thought like, oh, you're just going to eat a little bit of nuts, like that catches up really quick. Well, I'm going to eat this, I'm going to eat this carbs. But like now when I'm just tracking everything, it's making me so much more efficient. And I absolutely love it. All my workouts are tracked, all my steps are tracked, all of the weights that I'm lifting, every single thing. And so it's been really cool, like just taking it to the next level. But Ashley, this is my day one again. Right? I thought I was doing all right. I thought I was pretty healthy, but this is my day one. And I really, really resonate with that. So Ashley, appreciate you starting us off. I'm going to go over to Kelly. Kelly, you have been on an absolute tear with production, but you're also been on a tear with personal development and personal growth. And so you just got back from UWM. I'd like to give you the mic for a minute or so you could talk to us about your experience, what you learned, why you were out there, and kind of talk to us about that experience. So let's roll, Kelly.
Hi, everyone. I went to
Kelly?
UW.
There we go.
Can you guys hear me? Yeah?
Yeah, it was just
Okay.
delayed on my side, but go ahead, keep rolling.
I went to the UWM campus. It was in Michigan, and the bank flew me out and paid for my hotel. And they do that for everyone that goes pretty much. So it's a pretty big deal. It feels good to fly knowing the bank paid it. When I went, you got to tour the campus and really learn how like the underwriters are working and how the bank is working, and you can see the underwriters there. They are just regular people. They are not men in suits sitting at a desk making a decision. They are regular people. And they do look at those photos in detail that we send them. And so yeah, they gave us a lot of motivational speeches, but we're really blessed to be here with Elias and on this team because we get this weekly, what they gave us. There's many agents that are solo agents on EXP, and they go and they hear what we hear. They hear it there, but we hear it weekly. So like we hear the motivation, we get pumped. A lot of those solo agents were hearing it for the first time, and they were getting extremely motivated by what they were hearing. And so in a way, I noticed how blessed we were being on this team truly because, we hear what these big conventions play for people. We hear it on a weekly basis. This campus is massive. It's in Pontiac, Michigan. Have you even heard of that? No one's heard of it because the only reason people go there is for this bank, like for this holiday. And the bank basically employed like probably 300,000 people in that city. So this bank has done a lot for the city of Pontiac and the town. And yeah, you just get to learn their systems. UWM themselves is one of the largest banks, and they have quick processing times. They were talking about a 1% down, but then my lender mentioned that we're in California. It's a little bit harder to do that. And so I don't know, I learned a lot, but I'm also very thankful to be on this team too. So yeah.
Well, Kelly, I really appreciate that. And listen, you guys, UWM's United Wholesale Mortgage are one of the largest providers of bank loans in the United States of America. But at the end of the day, the reason why I wanted Kelly to share is that I just want you guys to go to things, right? There's events out there that banks or networking events or educational events, like I just want you to go and spread your wings and start to meet new people, go out there and learn in different circles, be exposed to different things, because there's a whole beautiful world of real estate in the United States of America that you guys could be able to tap into. So go in and get in those rooms. And what's cool about it is that Kelly didn't have to pay to go out there, right? All expenses paid for, which is really, really cool. And so that's what I want for you guys. I had to pay for so many years to go to events, and I still will. It's part of my annual budget. But then as you start to go and you get in these rooms, you get asked to speak and do different things, like then they start comping your room or your flight. And so it's really, really cool. So Kelly, I'm stoked for you. I want to encourage you guys. We're coming up. So we have June, July, August, September, October, November. You guys, as we start getting to the end of the year, it's going to be travel season. It's going to be convention season. You guys are going to have all kinds of things on the calendar. EXPCon's going to be in Miami this year. If I was you, I would be looking at my budget and say, okay, what do I need to close? What do I need to save in order for me to get to Miami this year? Because I don't know if you've ever been to Miami, the whole ass vibe in itself. Right? So get yourself in these rooms, because you're going to meet somebody that maybe serves as a referral partner, maybe somebody that wants to work with you or do a downline with you and create this co-sponsorship. You guys, it is endless. But at the end of the day, you go to fill your cup, and it is so, so powerful. So as we are coming towards the second part of the year, I want you guys to really look at what is out there and say, maybe it's in my budget, go to 1 or go to 2 or go to Inman, whatever it is, you guys have my 100% full support. Get your asses in those rooms and go and have some fun. It is highly, highly worth it. So let's go ahead and get rolling. I'm going to share a couple things with you guys this morning. I shared this with Otis over the weekend, and I felt that it was applicable to share here in group coaching. And so let's go here. I'm going to make sure I can share my screen. All right, cool. Cecilia, can you hear me okay? Am I coming in clear? I'm on my hotspot right now because my Wi-Fi was acting super shoddy this morning. So let's go here. I'm going to share something with you. I thought this was powerful, so I had Judith transcribe it for me this morning, and let's just roll. Okay, let's go to Ashley. Ashley, can you see my screen? Give me a thumbs up if you can, because I can't see. All right, cool, cool. I'm gonna read this out loud to everybody. I thought it was really powerful. I wanna get your thoughts and your contribution on this. Feel free to take a picture of this. But what a privilege it is to be exhausted by a challenge you chose for yourself. By a show of hands, how many of you are tired? You've been running like crazy. You've been doing different things, showing homes. You guys have been out in the sun. You guys have been building. You guys have been up late, falling asleep on your computer, dropping your phone on you when you're sitting there looking at different ideas and watching your stuff online. You guys, what a privilege it is to be exhausted by a challenge you chose for yourself. Most people are tired from running in circles they never asked to be in. You are drained from chasing a vision that set your soul on fire. The kind of exhaustion hits different. It isn't burnout, it's becoming. And I love this. It isn't burnout, it's becoming. You asked for growth. You came here for growth, and now you're deep in the process. The late nights, the early mornings, the pressure, the pain, it's all shaping you into the person you said you wanted to be. You were not tired from existing, you were tired from building, from pushing past limits, from carrying a bigger dream that most can't imagine. That's a blessing, because it means you are still in the fight, still in the game, still choosing purpose over comfort. So keep going, keep going. The results, I don't know. Oh, the results make the fatigue worth it. You guys, when I heard this, I heard it on a video, and so I transcribed it, but I thought it was super, super powerful. If you were tired because you were building, if you were tired because you were grinding, then good. You are becoming something that is so amazing. I want you guys to stop, reflect, give yourself some grace and be like, damn, look at everything that I've put myself through in this last couple years, last couple months, last few years. Look at what I've done. Look who I've become. Look how I've impacted. Look how I'm showing up in the world. Look at myself. When I look at myself in the mirror, I'm really, really proud of everything that I've been able to accomplish. So I wanted to share that with you guys this morning. I thought it was really powerful. I want to get some thoughts and some insights on that. Let's go over to Ashley, Cece, and Aaron. I want to hear from you guys. Ashley, when you hear this, when you read this, how does this land for you? Let's roll.
I got asked if I was what's it called when you like enjoy pain yesterday? Because on top of learning how to make sourdough and yogurt and doing all the loans and taking like all this on my plate, I also decided to homeschool my eighth grader. So I am learning how to homeschool right now, but it's a challenge I chose. It's a future I see for myself. It's goals that I want to be living in 5 years for myself. I want a certain lifestyle. I want my kids to be a certain way, and have certain things. And so I've chosen these things, and I'm exhausted, but I'm also super happy about it because I feel like I'm achieving things and things are coming together in the way that I imagine them to come.
God, I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. We'll go to Hugo in a second. We'll go Cece, we'll go Aaron, then we'll go Hugo. Cece, what do you got for us?
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Coach. I heard.
Okay, Cece.
Yeah,
I said Cece first, but go ahead, Hugo.
my apologies. I think you said me
No,
first.
go ahead, bro. You're already on. Let's roll.
So I heard. My apologies, CC. But I heard Hormozy, Alex Hormozy, in a podcast where he was talking about like pain and enduring pain. He was saying that pain. You become more. I forgot. I don't know what word to use, but you can endure more pain when you know what the outcome is or what you're enduring that pain for. And he used the example of an experiment where they put two men and they like hooked them up to like be shocked. And one man was just being shocked for no reason. And the other man was being shocked knowing that the more he endured the shock, the less shocking that his family would go through, right? The less pain his family would go through. And both men, the one who had no reason to be shocked for, he folded super quick. And the one that was being shocked knowing that his family was not going to go through that same pain endured through that shocking, like it was super crazy, the results. So what I'm trying to get at is what he was trying to say is that when you know what the outcome is or why you're enduring that pain, you can endure more of it compared to like not knowing and just going with the flow.
Wow, dude, that's really cool. I gotta watch that. And and hear that as well for myself, man. That's really cool. I've never heard that perspective before, but it makes complete sense. So Hugo, I appreciate you sharing. Let's go to Cece now, and then we'll go to Aaron. Cece, what's your thoughts, vantage point on this? And by the way, you guys, listen, I got a whole screen of people that are here, that are ready, that have their camera on, they're doing their hair, they're walking, they're getting their kids ready to school, they got kids in the background, and then I got a whole screen of people that do not have their cameras on. So listen, you guys, I want to push you, I want to implore you, all these sessions are recorded. I want you guys to be here, be in this moment. I don't care if you're lifting heavy weights or whatever you're doing, make sure to get here, get your cameras on, be present, be in this moment. We owe it to ourselves to be here. Let's go, Cece.
Okay. So recently somebody asked me if my plate was too full and, did I have too many things going on at one time? But like Hugo said, I have a purpose, I have a vision for all that I'm doing. And I think keeping that in the forefront is important. I'm building a legacy for me and my family. So working, I have sole custody of my daughter, I'm going to school, I've got yoga, I've got the gym now, just all these things that I'm trying to do. And it's, just keep showing up and keep doing the best that I can do. And it's completely different from burnout. It feels 10 times better because I'm doing something for myself and my family. I left my government job that I just was like watching paint dry every day and it wasn't taking me anywhere. So I am stretching myself. I do have a lot on my plate, but there's so much more purpose and fire in me than I've ever had in my life.
Wow, I love this and I feel it. I love this. I heard somebody say once on a video, I don't know who it was, maybe you guys can quote that person. They said, don't complain about what's on your plate when the goal was for you to eat, right? The goal was for you to eat. So let's not complain about what's on our plate. Like, we embrace this. We wanted this. Like you said, I want to change my life. I didn't want to watch paint dry anymore. I'm taking this on because I'm building something bigger for myself. So I'll endure the pain. I'll get shocked because I know what the end result is. So Cece, I absolutely love this. Aaron, Chris, let's go to you, big dog. What do you got for us?
You know what? It's kind of trippy that you're talking about this because this weekend was exceptionally crazy. I had a bunch of different showings, which was a great thing, from Hercules to back out here in Oakley and Antioch area. So I was going up and down Highway 4 all over the place. I did showings for, how many people did I have? 7 people, 7 different groups this weekend, from Hercules to Antioch, stopping in Concord, going, and Sunday was kind of the Saturday was like I was beat, but it was weird because it was one of those, I'm beat, but damn, that means I was out here hustling. I was doing stuff, right? It wasn't like I'm beat, feeling sad. It was like I was kind of excited, but I was feeling exhausted, and I didn't have a frame of reference to explain why I was feeling this way. Like, I was feeling really good about being beat, but this is kind of all bringing it full circle. And what Hugo was talking about was true, because I know what it means. Like, running around is like nothing to me. Like, people were asking me about that, and they're like, oh, I was one of the people I talked to this weekend was like kind of a last minute after my Concord show, and they called me, hey, I'm in Martinez and I'm outside this place. And it's a lady who got me into lending. And I was telling her how I enjoy just being out and showing. And she's like, well, I don't really like to do all that. I kind of like the lending. And so I can see the difference in where my shift has been, where I'm enjoying myself just being out in the streets and running around, but you're exhausted at the end of it. But it's kind of like you're saying, it's what I chose to do. And so I like super enjoy it. And to what Hugo was just saying that kind of blew my mind is that I understand when I'm chasing and I want to. So it's like, if you were telling me, go pick this person up at the airport, or go here to do this, or you told me to drive around just to do chores for people, I'm going to be like, ah. But because it was for a goal, it was for something that I chose to do. I made a conscious choice in 2023 to make changes, and I just hella enjoy it. And it's crazy because I didn't really have any perspective for it and the way I was feeling Saturday and Sunday. I mean, but now that you guys have put this into context, it is exciting. It makes me more excited. Like, I want to beat this hell out of myself today. So at 6 o'clock, I'm like, damn, I'm tired, but you know what it's worth.
You know, Aaron, I really, really appreciate that, because let's go back to this message and the sentiment that I've been sharing with you guys, that Your calendar reflects your ambition. Your calendar reflects the impact that you want to make in this business. And listen, if you're tired, good. Like it said in that quote, you're becoming. And I think that that's all worth it. I believe when you really, really think about what you want to do in this business, you should be truly, truly exhausted in a very, very positive way. And so, Aaron, I appreciate that. Man, yesterday I was just toast. And I look back at my week. I looked at it and like it wasn't supposed to work out yesterday, but I worked out a little bit. But I was really, really exhausted in such a good way. I was spent. All I want to do is just lay around. But you know what? I gave myself that. I'm like, I could lay around if I want to. I am so accomplished this week from all the shit that I did that I'm just going to chill. I'm going to relax. I'm going to embrace this. So Aaron, I appreciate it. Look I got the babies on them. I got a cat on the counter. I got all kinds of things going on this morning. I absolutely love this. I'm going to get back into my screen, you guys. Let's go here. And all right, cool. Let's do this. I want to take 3 to 5 people, and I want you guys to share your wins with me. 3 to 5 people, personal as well as professional wins last week. I need 3 people to get in the queue. What's a personal win and a professional win from last week? We've heard a little bit of the wins from Aaron. We heard a little bit of the wins from Kelly. I need 3 more people to get involved in this conversation. So Brianna's the first person on the dance floor. Who's the second person on the dance floor? Second person on the dance floor is Heather. Who's the third person on the dance floor? Because we know Brianna was going to pop this thing off. All right, cool. I got a whole line of people. Let's go, Brianna. What do you got for us?
So my personal win was my daughter went to UOP for 10 days and she took a women in leadership class and she had to make a LinkedIn profile and she sent me a message on the LinkedIn profile and on what she wanted to be was me. Her photo looked like me. What she put on there was me. And like with everything I've went through and how hard I've worked, like to see that was just, it took every plate that I felt was too full and broke the plate. We make a new one. It made me just, if I was tired, fuck that. Like who's tired when everything I wanted just came in a message on LinkedIn? And it was just, I mean, could you be any more full? Like that is what I've worked for. I've been a single mom. I've been so careful with every move that I've made to be this example for my daughter and to just get that confirmation that I'm not perfect, but I'm fucking doing it. And she's proud of me and she sees it. She's willing to put it to the world. And I just, like, I feel like that's a professional win, personal win, life win, parent win. Like, I am not perfect when it comes to parenting. I fuck up. I've made mistakes. I was a single parent. Like, it's hard. But that was just like, wow. And then professionally, like getting on the Zillow team, that's been a game changer. It is a privilege and I am taking it so serious. I'm getting ready to send another client for lending and he's ready to write an offer. So that'll be my second one, God willing, with Zillow Flex. I am getting ready to take a client out who is a woman that I've known since I was about 8 years old. And she's been following my journey on social media. And she said that there's no one else in this world that she would want to buy a house with except for me. And that's because she's watched me and she trusts me and she's throwing it in my hands.
Brianna, I love everything about what you just said. Everything. Can you hear me? Sorry. Brianna, can you hear me?
Oh, you're freezing.
Shit.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right, cool. Brianna, what is your daughter's profile on LinkedIn?
Aubriana Herrera.
Okay, spell Aubriana for me.
Aubreyana.
All right, so AUB.
REYANA. and then it's Herrera. I'll put it in the chat when I get to the office. I'll be there in a couple minutes.
I won't have time when you get to the office, but I'm just seeing if I could find her here. I can't find it. So yeah, so drop it when you can. I want to share this with everyone. But listen, I love that, you guys. For all the moms on the line, give her some love, some light, some positive energy, because that was powerful in itself. So I'm going to go to Christina Macias. Let's go over to you. What are your thoughts, contribution, challenge, or excuse me, win, professional win, personal win? Let's roll.
Yes, professional. We closed our listing in Hercules, and this is my third deal, so I'm excited to graduate out of the 50-50 split and actually start to make some money. So professionally, that's my win. Personally, I posted 3 reels on my account. I was like trying to shoot for 4, but 3 is what I told myself was the goal. And also my personal goal for personal/professional was I told myself I wanted to get 3 deals by June. So we literally closed today. So I barely made it. So that's what I got.
I love it. And listen, what did it take? So obviously you set the goal for yourself. What did it take for you to be able to sell 3 homes in the dates that you said? What did it take from you? What were some of the characteristics that you saw within yourself? What were some of the traits that you had to stick to in order for you to hit that goal? Let's go, Christina, share.
Just like the long nights, reading over everything, being available for my client at all time when they had questions. And I mean, just having a great mentor also was a huge part of it, because whenever I had any question that I thought was stupid, before I would just kind of try to research it myself. And I'm like, you know what? They're here to help us and guide us. So then that comfort and really just being open about asking any question. And so that took it up a notch.
I love it. And Christina, who got you the little cake? Was it your husband or was it Roxanne?
It was my husband. He like surprised me. I was like so surprised. He planned this little dinner with a couple of my business partners and their partners, and it was cute. We just had dinner and he got a little cake and I was just completely surprised. But yeah, it was a good time.
The single best decision that we make in our life is who we choose to spend the rest of our lives with, right? Our partner in life is going to make the biggest, impact in our journey. And so I love that you have that type of support. So tell him that we love him and we appreciate him, all right? Because I saw that and I was like, who was that? Was it him or was it Roxanne? Because I could see both doing it. All right, you send that over. All right, one professional win, one personal win. Let's go, H-Bomb. What do we got for him?
I should get off mute there. Well, it's been great. I lost my voice a little bit. So I have a couple that I've actually been working with them for 1.5 years. And I'm just super excited for them. Was able to get their offer accepted. And I'm just I was just telling them, with all the craziness that we deal with in real estate, these are like the moments that make it so awesome, because she was like losing her whole mind. And it's just been really rewarding for me, because I've really been able to, I guess, showcase when you have people that never have been through it and they're so trepidatious and they're so nervous and they're like, what's next? What's next? What do I do? And like, it can be a little overwhelming when you're getting 100 texts a day first thing when you wake up, and phone calls, but it's been really good because just giving them that reassurance and just having so much trust in me and my expertise and what to do. So it's been really, really good. So we are in escrow and I'm super excited. And as you know, my listing is in escrow, which was no small task. And then I had family friends come to me. I've known her. She's 6 years younger than me, but her dad was my dad's best friend. And so they're going to be buying their first house. And I'm in the process of getting them pre-approved. And it's like, same thing as Brianna said, they're like, oh God, no. I mean, it's just no question. You're our girl. And we were so excited because we wouldn't trust anybody else, and we're just so excited to be working with you. And so it's felt really good, so professionally there's that. Personally, it's, I would have to say, I know that I have told you, like, oh gosh, I don't kind of over the networking, and I'm really over the social aspect of stuff. I've just become more of a homebody. Well, yeah, I have been very, very into my networking and doing things and going out. And I've actually lost my voice. I've done so much talking. So I've really increased that exponentially. And it's been great because I've just been connecting with more people. And I never, ever really bring it up in a conversation. It just happens naturally. People want to talk about real estate. And then all of a sudden, my husband's over there rolling his eyes like, oh my God, we're talking about real estate again, So it's been
I love it.
yeah.
Heather, do you have the opportunity? Do you have room to do a cartwheel? Because I saw your video. Can you do the cartwheel now, or not in house? Has to be outside.
Oh my God, not in this office. But
okay. All right. Well, congratulations to you.
Yeah, I was like, I cannot believe I could still do a cartwheel. I'm like, I'm gonna do this, but I but I was super
All right,
excited.
raise your hand. Hi, baby. Not you, Heather, Adonis.
Right.
Raise your hand. Raise your hand if you could still do a cartwheel. My big ass cannot be doing no cartwheel. So the challenge for everybody today is get out on some grass and see if you can do yourself a cartwheel. There's other things that I know I can do, but cartwheel, I don't know. Maybe I can. I'm not going to count it totally up, but I don't think I can. All right, Mary, let's go to you. One personal win, one professional win. We're going to do rapid fire. Then we're going to get right into challenges. Let's go, Mary. What do you got for us?
Sorry. You caught me when I was eating a banana.
Okay.
I almost broke and died my breakfast on a Monday coaching call. Everybody would have witnessed it, But I guess let's start with the personal wins. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been, just trying to get my SHIT together and just haven't been able to spend a lot of time with my 8-year-old. And of course, I have like mommy guilt and stuff like that. So last weekend I was able to take her to the fairground and had a blast. And that was just reconnecting or confirming, our mother-daughter relationship.
Love it.
So she was, just having a blast. And of course, like I spoiled her and I don't say no. And it's something that I have to learn over time because little girls or women, they're not cheap, especially if there's a standard. So that's
look at all the guys on the guys with daughters on the collar and wives are like, yeah, we know.
Yeah. So so that was really cool. I really enjoyed it. And then professional wins. There's a few. So I love going into the office.
Give us one, the biggest win for the week.
The biggest one is, I would say that's very sentimental to me, is just my background. And, I love to help people. And I think just being a mentor is just like a natural thing for me. So going into the office and just like helping random agents, with like scenarios and questions and like contracts and just how to strategize and, write up, their offers and listing agreement, whatever it is. So it's just been amazing. I really, truly enjoy that. So that's pretty much it. It's just very sentimental. I just wanted to share that.
Love it. Love it. Well, we appreciate you. Love the stuff. I think Otis dropped it down below. Let me just read this out loud. Where did it go? I think he said something about you being an amazing mom. I think we all agree. He just said
Thank
something.
you.
Yeah,
Cheers.
so really good. So you're a great mom, great mommy, May. Sending you love, mama, a great mom. Well done, you guys. Oftentimes we know that we're doing this to really build for our families, but we grind, and sometimes we're working from home and we're like deep on calls, and the kids are trying to entertain themselves. And so you guys, I get it. There's always some guilt associated with that, but at the end of the day, we're building something that's beautiful for them, so they don't have to struggle like we did coming up in this world. And so, really good stuff, Mary. Let's go to challenges. I want 3 people to be bold, to talk to us about some challenges, because I might not have the answer, but I promise you, there's someone on this call that's probably gotten around or gotten over or knocked through a challenge that you're currently facing in your business. And so is there anybody on the call today, bold, that wants to share a current challenge that they're having? I appreciate Gary throwing his name in there. So we'll start there. And then my hope is that we get 2 more people involved in this conversation. And don't be shy. We all have challenges in business. So let's be real. Gary Archer, hit him with the big dog. What do you got for us?
Man, thank you, Elias. The challenge I'm having right now, I'm trying to figure out is, so when I'm talking to people, going through conversations, or whether I'm in an open house, or whether I'm in real life, whether I'm online, and I'm pulling information to add people to my database, right? Trying to determine who's who, what, categorize them to, what level. That part's okay. What I'm trying to figure out, is there a way I could throw some automation once I categorize it, put it in my system, and then my system could recognize what kind of lead that is, and then it automatically has a drip, whether it's text today, email 3 days, remind me 3 days, call, text 3 days, where it goes on forever and ever and ever and ever until we could do that, right? So that's what I'm in a problem with, because I want to I want to set that up in a way where I don't leave anyone hanging in case it slips through the cracks, and I just want to be more attentive.
Yeah, and I really, really appreciate this ask. So what I want you to do is just hop on my calendar. You and I will do a one-on-one on this. It's a smart list. It's a smart plan on your follow-up boss. So literally, if somebody says, oh, I'm about 6 months out, we want to make sure that we have a rhythm and a cadence of follow-up. And so we would attach that to a short-term nurture, a long-term nurture. So every single day, or multiple times through the week, it will give you the action that is needed. A call today, a text tomorrow, a video the next day. Or you could just simply build that out yourself, but you don't have to go that far. All the campaigns are already built. So either in the office tomorrow, I'm going to be there doing our training tomorrow, or just book a time on my calendar and you and I will just do a quick deep dive into Follow-Up Boss. I'll show you how to categorize those leads, attach them to an assignment and a follow-up plan, make it really, really easy on you. That way, every time you come in, Gary, open up your computer, you go right into your follow-up boss and you'll see tasks. The task will list all the things that you need to do associated with the plans that they are on. Call this person, text this email. So now you have a flow. And then you go into your Real Scout and you see who's looked at a home in the last 24 hours. And my communication with them is greater than 24 hours. Cool, now I got my hot list, sending those people properties based on their criteria and what they've looked at. Now, tasks, send a text, send a phone call, or make a phone call, send an email. So man, I'll hook you up with that. Makes it a lot easier for you, bro. I love this. I love that that's a challenge, man, because you're doing the hardest thing. Is you're having communication with people, you're capturing the lead. Well, now that you've gotten that lead, you need an operational efficiency. This is what I'm hearing you say. I need an operational efficiency to make sure my human part of me doesn't miss anything, right? Because we're all human. That's why we have these systems. So I'll help you with that. So either tomorrow in the office, or just hop on a one-on-one coaching with me and you and I will dive deep into that, okay?
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Brother, let's go Evangeline with the stars or with the clouds in the background. I love this whole scenery going on. What do we got from Evangeline? Challenge that you're currently facing in your business.
Thank you. Yeah, so I think Ashley kind of asked something about this last week about having 2 Instagram accounts. And I already know your answer of, having one. I unfortunately have 2 and started out with 2 of my personal and my real estate. The thing is, the challenge here is that both are about the same following, right? Same number of followers. And I'm kind of at this pivotal moment where, like, do I continue to scale my real estate? Like, I've been posting stuff on there, I'm gaining new followers, whatever. Or do I merge them at this point and have just my one personal that is both personal and business and everything that is me? Like, I'm kind of in that pivotal moment here.
All right, cool. Let's do, I want your guys' opinions on this. I want your guys' thoughts. You guys have mine. And all right, so let's go Evangeline. So what does her profile picture say about her? Tell us a little bit about what you see on this profile picture. I'll tell you mine. I'm like, this looks like a human being, someone I want to, talk to. She looks, very easy to approach. It's a really good photo of you. What do you guys see from this profile photo here? Let's just analyze this together. Go ahead and take yourself off of mute. I don't need hands raised. That means you guys get involved in the conversation. Yo, anybody there?
She looks
She looks
warm.
great.
She looks welcoming. She looks approachable. She looks like she's in real estate, maybe.
Okay, maybe.
Is this her personal account or her business
Yeah,
account?
so this is the personal account.
Yeah.
I see real estate stuff in there too. So I feel like
I see her
I
with
love-
her man. She loves her man.
She's
Well,
a
I think-
mom.
Yeah.
Okay, she's a
I would
mom.
keep this account. You just you look like a more well-rounded person.
very
You
warm.
were in a hospital. You know, if I'm looking at you and I have a kid, I know that you're married. I know that you know what to look for. If I have a growing family at home, I would keep this. I'd have
She's
to
an
take business
Instagram
leave.
model.
Instagram model. So I feel like there's culture. I feel like, wow, she's traveled. I feel like, oh, wow, she's got a baby. I don't see pictures of the baby yet, but it's okay. I see her pregnant in the hospital. All these things, like you like food, like you got some knowledge about like, I don't know. I personally like this page a lot. And then let's go to Evangeline, the other one, okay? And I love having these conversations openly because you're going to hear from the audience, right? And I got my opinion, so about the same exact follower. So let's go back to you guys. What do you see in this profile picture? Not a bad profile picture, but what is your first thoughts, takeaways from this photo here? Let's roll. Hey guys, I need your participation because I can't see everyone's screen.
It's much more professional. It just seems to be like the first one was more life and just who she is, and this one is like I'm posing for a picture and being professional. And not to say the other one she wasn't professional. So that's the other thing, is her personal seems a little more easygoing and carefree. This one seems all business, which is what it is. It's business, but I think in the spirit of being relatable, the personal one seems very professional. Like I would trust her with my real estate in the personal one. And in this one, I would trust her with my real estate too, but I don't know if I would talk to her about, how I'm raising my kids or the, everyday people to people stuff.
Okay. Really good stuff. And Kia, thank you. I saw Ashley's hand go up, but who was that just chimed in?
I think that we all forget what social media is for. It's for you to show people who you are. So I get people wanting to do like, the old professional business pages and stuff like that. But then, you got to see who you serve and who you at. If you're going to be trying to serve people that are more data driven, techie or, high CEO or something like that, then of course they might want to see something like that. But at the end of the day, people want to see that human nature. They want to see who you are. They want to see how you interact. I mean, I think just the same thing as when you're dating, right? You go on there, you look at people. Oh, he's attractive. She's attractive. Oh, she likes to party. She likes to do that. It's the same thing when people see you in business too. So sprinkling in a lot of, your personal stuff with the business, people can humanize you. They can see, oh, this is a great dad, or Evelyn, she's a great mom, and she spends time with her baby, and look at this, and all those things matter. So at the end of the day, a lot of people, start in real estate and they want to start a business page. And let's just say you're at 5,000 people, you're starting back the clock at 1. Social media is also a way for you to get message out to people and have people follow you, and that's the whole purpose. So why would you want to restart? That's why when I did mine, I never ever did it. I always stood with who I was so people can recognize me, because your sphere of influence and the people that know you from your past life will feel more comfortable knowing that you are a realtor. So hey, my guy is a realtor, so I'm gonna go, hey, my guy Otis is a realtor. So I just think that it's all on you and who you want people to see you and perceive you as. If you want to run 2 business accounts, if you just want to have 1 business account, that's fine. But if the people don't choose to work with you because the way that you talk to your kid or the way you do something, or for me, like a lot of people know I smoke, they don't want, that's fine. I don't give a fuck. I mean, then don't come around my way. So, I mean, I think at the end of the day, know what you're using this tool for.
Otis, really, really powerful. I want to share some things with you, Evangeline, and then I'm going to go over to Ashley and then get to the other hands that are up right now. So consumers are 52% more likely to share videos than any other content. We know that, but I want to share this with you. For 69% of consumers, authenticity and relatability are more important when it comes to videos, right? When we think about relatability and authenticity, that doesn't necessarily come from just all of your real estate stuff. Now, when you look at real estate stuff and what's popping off, let's take Eric King for an example. Eric King has really infused who he is, and he's been authentic and he's relatable because he's just being himself, and he's headbanging and he's doing his things, he's having fun, he's making you smile. So almost a third of consumers, 32.8, watch the videos that help them relax, de-stress, and 26.3% watch videos to laugh or be entertained. According to HubSpot, 13% of consumers watch videos to learn about topics related to their passion or to explore new interests. At the end of the day, you have the ability to talk about things that you're passionate about outside of real estate. So the human aspect of it. You guys, we're in this idea of social media when what we're doing is we're trying to get into this habit of making sure that we are just having this social interaction, this sense of proximity, this sense of business intimacy without people even knowing you, Evangeline. And so I believe personally that that business site should just go away. We all saw your personal one. I thought it's dope. There's a really good blend of you, your family, your culture, and then punctuated by your real estate stuff. Because real estate isn't who you are, it's something that you do. And so, Ashley, I'm going to go over to you. Let's hear your thoughts and insight on this. And Julia, Otis, everyone else, I appreciate all your contributions. Let's go, Ashley.
You and Otis hit the nail on the head. Real estate is boring. People don't buy a product. They buy from people who they know, like, and trust. And it goes back to Brene Brown's Daring Greatly book, and it talks about vulnerability. And the only way to truly connect with people is by being vulnerable. And they're only going to get that. Your Instagram is a storefront. So while you're scrolling, if you're feeling a product, you're going to keep going. If you're feeling a human, you're going to stay there and be like, oh, well, I can relate to this. I can relate to that. So real estate should be sprinkled in. And the good news is that if you do get rid of the real estate, Instagram, you have all kinds of content you can now sprinkle into the personal one. So you can keep the personal one going, add personal stuff, but then also you have all kinds of real estate stuff already made that you can sprinkle back into it.
So this is why we bring challenges to the table. Now, obviously, this is an area of strength for some. Some of us point of contention. Some of us are just getting started on our journey. But from what you've heard, Evangeline, what did you hear?
I heard it's definitely about the person, and people want to see more than just the business. And
Yeah.
so now I need to pivot to my personal.
Yeah, and listen, Evangeline, I know you just because I see stuff that you post. Having the baby's picture on social media, that's something private to you. And so there's a distinction here. You could be super personal, but at the same time be private. If you're not at the stage now, same with Ashley. Ashley's very personable, but she's private when it comes to her images of her children on social. And I'll respect that from now until the end of the time. I'm different, right? But it's okay. That's our personal choice. But that doesn't mean that you can't still be personal. You could be personal, but keep your private life completely private. And so oftentimes that's what we struggle with. But I think personally, just you as the person. When I saw you with your big old baby bump dancing to, well, I think it was Too Short at our mid-year or at our annual, like I was like, that's Evangeline, right? Like where you come from, your background, your dad being in sales, you being in tech sales background, like all these things that I know about you, that's who we want to rock with, Evangeline. And now you punctuate that with all the real estate stuff, it's game over. So I personally think you only need one. I've only had one, and I'm only going to tell you about personal growth. Like people have gotten an ability to see who I am, meet people all over this beautiful country, and they're like, oh, I follow you on social. I think it's the coolest thing when someone says that. So it's like you just have an ability to build something that's yours. And the idea of managing two, who's got time for all that? Who's got time for all that? So that's my thoughts. That's my takeaway. Anybody else have one challenge that they want to bring to the table? We spent a little bit more time here than I thought we would, which I'm really glad that we did. Does anybody have another challenge that they want to bring to the table? I thought I saw another hand earlier. If not, all right, cool. I got a challenge for everybody on this call today, and I'm going to go to my screen really quick. Evangeline, hopefully you got something from that conversation.
Yes, thanks everyone for your comments and contributions.
Awesome. We appreciate you. Let's go here, you guys. Once again, it is Monday. Every single Monday, I'm never going to let you sleep on this. I want you to go to the board every single Monday. All I want you to do is in your box, I want you to write down your numbers. how many phone calls, how many videos you're going to drop this week, how many conversations you're going to have. The conversations correlate directly with your target for the month, for the quarter, for the week. You should know exactly how many conversations you're having this week. Somebody hit me the other day. They're like, I want to be at Hustler's lunch. Well, then track your shit in home. If you want to sit at the table and go have some cool lunch and go out there and do what Kelly's done 8 times consecutively, I want you guys there. But the only way you're going to do it is being able to track. So the only thing that fits in here is your numbers. No excuses, none of your bullshit, none of your stories. Get very, very clear on what you need to do to move the needle in your business this week. And then you should have that reflected on your calendar. Once again, your calendar reflects your ambition. So when you look at your calendar, it's Monday right now. If your calendar is empty as of right now, from now until Sunday, you got a challenge in your business. You got a challenge in your business. So as you unpack today, as you think about the goals for the week, how many conversations, how many videos, how many calls, how many texts, how many times I'm going to the office, all those things need to be reflected on your calendar. And you need to look at your, like, damn, I got a pretty stoked calendar for this week. I'm excited about what's going on. Or you're just trying to play catch up right now. You guys plan your week. You're running a multi-million-dollar business. You should be able to pull up your calendar right now, like, damn, I'm busy. Because we know this, it's gonna be a short week. So how can I condense all of my efforts, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and Thursday, right? Give yourself some time if you're traveling, doing whatever, but Friday, most of us are gonna be having some fun. Most of us are gonna be close to water, having some fun, being with the family. So you know that you have a short week, make this week count. Make sure that you're amplifying your income producing activities to make sure that you make up for the day that we're gonna miss this week. So let's go. I wanna go get a couple key takeaways from our time together today. I'm gonna go back up to Julia. Julia, one key thought, one key takeaway from our time together today, then we'll go over to Kia. Julia, what do you got for us on this beautiful Monday morning?
Just making sure that we change the shift in our perspective to make sure that we're grateful to be busy and to make sure that we bring intention with every action that we do. Yeah, that was one of the takeaways. And also post more on social media, be a person, and yeah, let people come to you based off of your personality.
And then I had a question for you. What are you cooking for breakfast this morning? I saw you in the kitchen. What are you making?
Okay, you might appreciate this. Okay, there's this brand of cottage cheese. It's called Good Culture. 14 grams of protein, 2.5 fat, 3 carbs. So if you have 2 servings of that, it's like 30 grams for breakfast.
Check this out. My wife made cottage cheese pancakes, and I thought it sounded like the most disgusting thing ever. Then things were fire.
Really? So much protein.
Yeah,
I gotta try.
They were so fire. So I was like, because I don't like cottage cheese, but I love this. Thank you for sharing. Kia, one key thought, one key takeaway, and then I'm gonna have Otis. I'm gonna have you bring us off the field today. Let's go, Kia. Kia, one key thought, one key takeaway. Let's roll.
Be authentic. That's it. I have the same issue where I've got 2 Instagrams, but they're both business accounts. People don't really know who I really am until they have a conversation with me. So perhaps, I mean, my strong suit is going belly to belly, right? But I guess just to even get to that point, I need to be a little bit more authentic.
That's right. Hey, listen, that's your superpower. That's your superpower. There's only one Aaron Crisp. There's only one Nico Snow. There's only one, Heather. That's it. Like, you have the ability to lean into whoever the heck you are and let your freak flag fly. Be the person that you are. And if they don't like you, then don't follow me. It's a very simple philosophy.
So I have some thinking to do.
Listen, there's no confines on who you are and how you express yourself in this beautiful thing we call social media. No confines at all. Be your true, authentic self. Be you, but fast, and go out there and rock it. Let's go, Otis. I'm gonna have you take us off the field. Go ahead, big dog. Wrap us up. One key thought, one key takeaway from our time together.
One thought, I just want everyone, if they could do me a favor, it is the last day of June, which is the last day of men's mental health. So please call your dad, please call your uncle, please call your brother, your cousin, your friends. Just tell them you love them. Tell them, hey, I know this is the last day of mental health, but you can call me. You can reach out anytime As of today, we're at almost 480,000 male deaths already in just this year alone of 2025. So although we're strong, although we always taught to, you know, keep pushing and stuff like that, we do need help. So just checking on your people. And it is Move the Needle Monday. I heard everybody's, you know, conversation. We had all great input. So get out of this box. Stop pretending after this box goes off and go be a realtor and go do your work. And like Elias says, we have a short week. So those are taking the day off for 4th of July. The whole day, if you are hungry, go out there, go get some flags, dollar stores, Dollar Trees. They're really cheap. They come like about 5 in a pack, 3 in a pack, I think. And just go out there and add a little extra to your door knocking. And just want to just say, hey, happy 4th of July. Leave your stuff. So just be smart this week. Go after it. Seen the numbers. Kenny and Elias posted it. It's good, but it's not where we need to be. So let's ramp that shit up and finish these last 6 months strong.
Let's go, you guys. Let's go. Make sure to take a look at that Real Trends. That's from last year. So the Real Trends come out 6 months throughout the year or 6 months into the new year. But feel free to take a look at that. Share that on your social. But at the end of the day, I love what Otis just said. Go out there and be a realtor this week, right? It's about having conversations. The only way that you're going to have conversations is to go out there and do the activity. So go out there and do the activity. Do it imperfect, do it scared, do it gritty, but just do it consistently, and all things will change in your life and in your business and in your health and your relationships. You guys have an amazing, amazing week. You guys, if you need anything, you know where to find me. Gary, looking forward to seeing you on my calendar. You guys make this the day that matters. And as always, keep it moving towards your dreams, goals, and vision. I love you guys. Have an amazing, amazing week. Peace.